What's up, everyone? Super Nerd Daniel coming at you with another one of these Pokemon Sun and Moon replay commentaries. This time it's another Twitch streamer, TofuSaurusTV, or Tofu for short, and it's another Smogon OU battle because I keep finding these people that do Smogon streams. I know I just switch back and forth between the pronunciation of Smogon and Smogon. Who cares? It's 3:30 in the morning when I'm recording this, so that's the excuse I'm going with. But anyway, Tofu is running Alolan Muck, Mamoswine, Dragonite, Sharpedo, Jellicent, and Magearna. And I've got the same team I've been running for the last couple of replay comps. I don't think I need to go over it again. You guys see it. You guys have seen it in action. You know what it is. But anyway, enough jibber jabber, enough yammering from me. Let's get into this battle. Okay, here we go. Kids, we're taking on Pokemon Trainer Tofu. We're starting out with Muck. Now, this is interesting because I actually predicted the Mamoswine lead in order to set up rocks, which is why I went with Charlotte and not Lando T, because obviously he could have just Ice Sharked me and just killed me to death, probably. But I went with Charlotte in order to counter what I thought was going to be the Mamo lead, and I figured that we just trade off status moves, me getting the Veil up, him getting the rocks up, and we deal with it accordingly. But I got the Veil up, which is fine, and obviously he's going to go for knockoff here. I thought maybe that he would go for Poison Jab, but maybe he was predicting the switch, he was going to knock off whatever I brought in, but he did manage to get the Poison on Charlotte, but you know what? That's perfectly fine. You can knock off the Light Clay all you want, because the Light Clay already did its job, so I get the 8 turns of Aurora Veil, even though you knocked off the Light Clay. And at this point, Charlotte's done what she needed to do in this battle, so I'm perfectly fine with her taking some Poison. She's going to sit on the bench at this point anyway. As we see the Alolan Muck obviously taking some hail damage, as I finally bring in the Lando T, get that nice, tasty attack drop on Alolan Muck, and of course, this thing probably does not want to stay in on Lando T as we get the knockoff, which, again, doesn't negate the Rocky Helmet from activating before you knock it off, which is good for me, and everybody takes some hail damage. Now, this thing obviously does not want to stay in on Lando T, because Lando T represents Alolan Muck's one and only weakness, ground-type attacks, particularly in the form of an EQ. So this thing obviously does not want to stay in on Lando T, so he's going to switch out, bring in the Dragonite, probably predicting the EQ, but I'm going to get the rocks up, which is very nice for me. Again, these rocks are going to be pivotal, guys. Hazards win games. I told you back in the battle with the 3 birds. Rocks win games. And of course, there's the hail damage, which, again, is going to affect me as well, but it's fine, because it also affected the Dragonite, which is going to break the multi-scale, which is also going to be very handy, because I do not want this thing starting a physical sweep on me. So I'm going to bring in Ursula, get that Misty Surge up so my Groundamons can't be statused, and he's going to go for the D-Dance, but unfortunately he can't really do Outrage or Dragon Claw, whatever he might be going for Stab with that D-Dance, because of course I'm half fairy and therefore immune to his dragon shenanigans. And as we see me taking the hail damage, which I'm going to recover right back, thanks to those tasty lefties. Good. But here we go, Tofu withdrawing the Dragonite out into Magearna, probably thinking he can hit me with that neutral Flash Cannon, taking advantage of the fact that I'm not necessarily especially invested. I'm more Fizz Def Feeny, just standard Fizz Def Feeny. Went for the Moonblast, just decided to attack what was in front of me. And I hope that, even though we switched into Magearna, I could have gotten the Spatak drop, which of course I didn't, because I would never get that lucky. We all know this. But I decided to bring in Azula because I predicted that Flash Cannon, like I said, so obviously Azula will be able to take that neutral, or be able to take that resistedly, I should say. Resistedly isn't even a word. I resisted it, that was the point, didn't do too much damage. I actually found it was Life Orb Magearna, which is a bit of a new one for me, I'm not gonna lie. It brings in the Alolan Muck, probably hoping to pass the poison to Azula, and I actually did not Mega Evolve right away as I went for the D-Dance, because I figured he might have wanted to stay and go for Floor Cannon, which would have been neutral had I Mega Evolved, as opposed to resisted, staying as regular Charizard. But of course now, I find out that he switched out to Magearna, so that wasn't necessarily a thing I needed to do. So I Mega Evolved to Mega Charizard X, which now means I'm no longer flying, technically, and I'm grounded by the game's standards, which means he can't pass the poison as long as the Misty Surge is up, which is nice. And he goes for the knockoff, which means that he obviously, as I said, cannot poison me because the Misty Surge is up, because I'm technically touching the ground, quote-unquote. But of course, the Aurora Veil and the Mist all go away at the same time, so things are going to do normal damage now, and it can be status. But he actually switches out the Muck, goes into the Jellicent, probably hoping to take whatever fire attack he thought I might have had, and take it as a resisted hit and it wouldn't do much. It's probably what he was thinking there. I actually went for another D-Dance, because I figured I would need to be +2 in order to make sure that Muck would die on the second Dragon Claw. So that's why I went for the second D-Dance. And even if he switched out, obviously that meant I would get the D-Dance for free. But, surprise, surprise, Tofu, I've got Thunder Punch, which a +2 is definitely going to wreck this Jellicent's day. So Jellicent goes down, not a problem at all. Bringing out the Alolan Muck once again is going to take more rocks damage. I'm at +2. This thing is going to die. And at this point, Azula just starts putting in all of the work. Last-ditch effort, Shadow Sneak there. Once again, trying to get that Poison Touch, trying to pass the poison. Excuse me, I can't even talk, this is so hype. But he doesn't get the poison, I get the Fire Punch, and Muck goes down. Now, here comes the Sharpedo, and I thought he was going to do the standard Sharpedo strat of going for the Protect first turn, and then going Mega in order to ensure that you get the speed boost, and then possibly be able to outspeed me, maybe go for the Aqua Jet, which I do believe Sharpedo gets, but no. I think he predicted that I would predict the Protect and go for a Dragon Dance, and then he would have gone for a Crunch, but I predicted his prediction of the Protect and just went for the Thunder Punch instead. So, Sharpedo ended up doing nothing, as did this Dragonite, which now took rock damage, but also took a Dragon Claw right to the face. And I believe we're just about to wrap this up here, because here comes the Mamoswine, finally! Here comes the Mamoswine that I honestly thought he was going to start with. We've got 2 Mons left, so we're just coming up on the end here as I give this thing a good old Fire Punch. It dies, no surprise there. Even if it was sashed, it wouldn't matter because it took the rock damage. And out comes the Magearna to take this last Fire Punch directly to the face, and it's going to wrap up this battle quite nicely. This definitely went a lot better than the battle with Miss Espeon, where I made those horrible misplays, and I honestly probably only won because she misclicked and went Hidden Power whatever instead of Psyshock. This went a lot better, I'd say. But, yeah, I really enjoyed this battle. Once again, like I've done with these other streamers, I'll link Tofu's stuff down below. He's a really cool guy, really chill streamer. The stream that I was in that got me to battle him and also to follow his stuff, actually, he was streaming for a good, like, I think the grand total he said was something like 10 hours he was streaming. And I think he may have been doing Pokemon that entire time, so I'm sure someone will correct me if I'm wrong, if anyone else is familiar with Tofu and was there at that stream that I was at, but really cool guy, really good battler, really recommend you go check him out and follow him on Twitter and Twitch. Again, all of that will be down below, but thank you for watching this video. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and hopefully you'll enjoy whatever I do next. It may be more Twitch highlights or replay commentaries like this until I can figure out what kind of, like, real main series video I want to do, because I got a couple ideas, I just haven't decided what I want to do yet. But hopefully you guys are enjoying these in the meantime, especially because, you know, you enjoying them would mean I get that sweet hashtag watch time, hashtag ad rev. But anyway, enough being completely transparent with my greed. Give this video a like if you liked it, subscribe for more in the future, but until then, take care everyone, and I'll catch you later. Super Nerd Daniel out.